Hello, everyone. I am Ashley Ramey, the Community Outreach Specialist for the Library of Virginia. Thank you for registering for Part 3 of the library's genealogy webinar series. Due to COVID-19 and with the cancellations of this spring's beginner and intermediate genealogy workshops, the Library of Virginia is offering a 3-part webinar series to help you trace your roots from the comfort of your couch. Today, I will give you an introduction to the Library of Virginia, tips on navigating the library's website, databases available through the library's catalog, databases and digital collections available on Virginia Memory. The Library of Virginia was established in 1823 by the General Assembly to care for the state's growing book collection. Currently, the Library of Virginia contains 129 million manuscripts and 3 million printed sources. Under normal circumstances, the library is open Monday through Saturday from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Check our website for closings, directions, parking, and programs. When you are beginning genealogical research, I would recommend starting with the library's website. Our website is www.lva.virginia.gov. The library's website is divided into 4 sections: for the public, for localities and state agencies, for libraries and educators, and for everyone. For genealogical research, most researchers will be using the section for the public. Under that section, using the collection is where you can find a majority of information regarding genealogy. You can also search the library's website by using the search bar at the top of the screen. If you are unable to find the information you are looking for, researchers can also use the site index that can be found on the bottom of the home screen. Under using the collections, you will find multiple resources to help with your genealogical research. The resources include guides and indexes, databases, and ebooks. To aid with genealogical research, Library of Virginia staff members are constantly developing research guides to help to inform the public about our collection. Our research guides usually provide information on particular time periods or events, the documents that are available, and where they can be found in the library's collection. The topics covered range from the newspaper project, African American newspapers, military records, maps, women in Virginia's history, African Americans, Native Americans, to name a few. These are a sample of the research guides available to you under using the collection. Next, we will focus on the databases that are available through the library's catalog. To access the library's catalog, you will need to go to our homepage, look under the section for the public. The arrow on the screen is pointing to where you will need to click to access the catalog. Last year, the library updated our catalog to make it more user-friendly. However, if you were familiar with our old catalog, there were specific databases that you could search directly. Those databases did not go away. You will just have to access them differently. On the screen, where the arrow is pointing, you will find a page on our website that will provide you with more information on how to access the databases from our former catalog. In the following slides, I will provide you with information on how to access the library's Confederate pension rolls. Following the Civil War, the Virginia General Assembly passed Confederate Pensions Acts beginning in 1888, 1900, 1902, and a series of supplementary acts between 1903 and 1934. The different acts were amended to fit the needs of veterans. Subsequently, the acts covered all veterans, their widows, their unmarried or widowed daughters. But one stipulation to receive the pension, applicants had to be residents of Virginia. To access Confederate pension rolls in the catalog, you will need to type Confederate pension roll followed by your ancestor's name, last name first, then first name in the search bar. For this example, I will be using the name John Smith. On the left side of the image, you can find different ways to narrow down your search topic. However, if your ancestor's name comes up in the middle section, you will need to click on the pension roll that fits your needs. After clicking on the specific pension roll, you will get a screen like this one. It will have information in detail about the document, and it will also provide you with a digital copy of your ancestor's pension. Where the arrow is pointing shows you where you will need to click to view the pension roll. To view the scanned pension, you will need to click on each page individually. If you would like to have a copy of the pension, in the top right-hand corner where it says Order Materials, you can begin the process to fill out an order form. Also, if you need additional help, you can also request it. Beside Order Materials, there's a Research Assistance section. This is an example of the pension rolls in our collection that fit the name for John Smith. Family Bible records are an important element to genealogical research. They can fill in the gaps where vital statistic records are no longer available or no longer exist. The Library of Virginia has acquired over 6,800 Family Bible records. Researchers can access Family Bibles through our catalog by typing in the name of the family you're looking for, followed by Family Bible. The records of Virginia's Land Office constitutes the oldest continuous series of state records held by the Library of Virginia. These records contain information about such topics as land titles, geographical place names, immigration, and family relationships available in no other sources. The records for the Land Office are generally complete from 1799 and thereafter, but much less complete from the colonial period. On the screen, you will see the different types of records available in the Virginia Land Office records. For more information on the Land Office records, you can search the library's website for Research Note number 20 entitled The Virginia Land Office. Once you have read the research note, the link on the screen will show you how to access the records through our website. Now, let's discuss digital collections and databases available on Virginia Memory. Virginia Memory has been designed as a gateway to the library's digital collections, whether those items are indexed and delivered through traditional library systems, offered in online exhibitions, organized as resources for educators and students, or presented as research articles by staff who worked with the collections on a daily basis. At the bottom of the slide, you will find the web address to Virginia Memory, which is www.virginiamemory.com. On the screen, you can see a list of the different genealogical databases and digital collections available on Virginia Memory. In the following slides, I will be discussing some of these collections and databases. To access Virginia Memory, you will need to go to www.virginiamemory.com. Once there, you will need to hover over the title Digital Collections. On the drop-down menu, you will find multiple ways to access our collections, the first being Collections A to Z. Once you click on Collections A to Z, you will find a list of all the digital collections and databases available on Virginia Memory arranged alphabetically. The second way to find information on Virginia Memory is searching collections by topic. You will need to go back to Virginia Memory's homepage, then hover over Digital Collections and go down to Collections by Topic. Under Collections by Topic, you will find multiple categories for you to search. Under the section heading Biographical and Genealogical, you will see the library's WPA Life History Collection. The WPA, or the Works Progress Administration, was developed by President Franklin D. Roosevelt during the Great Depression to help Americans get back to work. The life histories were written by the Federal Writers Project, which each state had its own division. The WPA Life History Collection at the Library of Virginia contains 1,350 life histories, social ethnic studies, and youth studies. After you select the WPA Life Histories, you will be able to look through the library's entire collection. Additionally, if you're looking for a specific person, you can refine your search. In the top right-hand corner, where the blue arrow is pointing, will lead you to a place where you can search by your ancestor's name. On the screen, I've provided you with an example of the life histories in our collection. In this example, Mary Rose expresses her feelings on living on a farm instead of living in a city. "I would not go back to town to live for anything in the world," exclaimed Mary Rose enthusiastically. "I love the farm, and the children are so happy here. They love every single thing about the place and enjoy trying to help." Mary Rose, February 13, 1939, Potts Creek, Virginia. In genealogical research, yearbooks can play a vital role in providing pictures of family members and a glimpse into their lives. The Virginia Yearbook Digital Project is a partnership between the Library of Virginia and public libraries to digitize and make publicly accessible yearbooks found in public libraries across the Commonwealth. On the slide, I have provided you the link where you can access this collection. When you access this collection, it is important to know what city or town the school your ancestor attended so that you know which public library to search under. Once you have selected the public library's collection, you will be able to pick the particular yearbook you are looking for and then flip through the pages of that yearbook. Virginia Chronicle is a historical archive of Virginia's newspapers providing free access to full text searching and digitized images. The database is maintained by the library's newspaper project staff members. Currently, there are 157,440 issues, 1.1 million pages, and 183,885 articles. There are many ways to search Virginia Chronicle. At the top of the page, where the arrow is pointing, you can narrow your search. The Lost Records Localities Digital Collection. Numerous Virginia localities have suffered tremendous loss of their early records because of intense military activities, fires, or natural disasters. Created by Library of Virginia staff members, this database compiles records from a variety of court records and local records. This database allows researchers to have access to records that might no longer exist anywhere else. As a reminder, please check periodically as this database is ongoing. I would recommend reviewing the research guide first. The first arrow at the top of the page shows you where to click to read the research note. To access the records in this database, you can search by your ancestor's name, type of record, or locality. You might ask, what is a chancery cause? A chancery cause is a case that could not be readily decided by existing written law. Chancery causes in the Library of Virginia's collection span from the 18th century through World War I. As a result, the Chancery Record Index was born. Overseen by the Library of Virginia and funded in part by the Virginia Circuit Court Records Preservation Program, currently there are over 272,000 cases indexed in this database and nearly 11 million images of chancery causes. Before diving into this database, I would recommend reading the FAQs and the search tips. Once that is completed, I would check to see if the county or city chancery cause you are looking for are available. The arrow pointing at the word availability will show you what causes are digitized or in the process of being digitized. Petitioning the the General Assembly played a vital role in Virginia politics from 1774 through 1865. In Virginia, the right to petition was not restricted by class, race, or sex. Citizens of the Commonwealth of Virginia were encouraged to petition the General Assembly regarding public improvements, military claims, divorce, manumission of slaves, religious freedom, taxation, just to name a few. Like I mentioned earlier, I would recommend reading the research guide to understand what can be found in legislative petitions, as well as how these records can be found and used for genealogical research. This database also contains information on people of African descent. The second arrow points to a tip sheet on how to find those people of African descent in this database. You can also search this database by keyword, locality, or by subject. Virginia Untold, the African American narrative, documents the lives of African Americans in Virginia. This project aims to provide greater accessibility to pre-1865 African American history and genealogy found in the rich primary sources in our holdings. Currently, there are 15,369 records, over 200,000 names, and 21 types of records, like colonization records, bills of sale, petitions of reenslavement, and deeds of emancipation. For this specific database, there are multiple tip sheets concentrating on how to search, the different type of records available, and the other places to look for information on African Americans. Researchers can search by keyword or by their ancestor's name, type of record, or locality. In 2011, the Virginia Museum of History and Culture launched Unknown No Longer to make accessible biographical details of enslaved Virginians from unpublished historical records in its collection. The site provided researchers with the ability to discover information on ancestors not found in any other resources. Beginning in 2019, the unique content of Unknown No Longer is available through the Library of Virginia's Virginia Untold. With Unknown No Longer, you can specifically search this database by clicking on the title, or you can search both Virginia Untold and Unknown No Longer in the search areas above. Even though the Library of Virginia is closed, you can still contact us through email or phone. Due to the COVID-19 pandemic, interlibrary loans are not being fulfilled. When the library opens again, the interlibrary loan process will begin. The conversation does not stop here. Join us at 11 a.m. until 1 p.m. on the library's Finding Your Virginia Roots for our live Q&A. And if you are not a member already, please join.